You're watching video footage of a press conference held today at the Baytown Police Department where key law enforcement officials addressed the No Refusal initiative planned for 4th of July weekend. Baytown Police Department has partnered with Constable Sherman Eagleton and the Precinct 3 Constable's Office, Harris County Precinct 3 Judge Dunn Coffey, the Texas Department of Public Safety, and the Harris County District Attorney's Office in a No Refusal initiative this 4th of July weekend. Also present at the conference were representatives from MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, as well as Mark and Terry Rodriguez, the founders of Crystal Caring Angels, an organization founded after Mr. and Mrs. Rodriguez lost their youngest daughter to a drunk driver 7 years ago. In addition, vehicles were on display showing the real-life aftermath of intoxicated driving accidents.
Thank y'all for being here today. I really appreciate y'all coming out and helping us get the word out about the dangers of drunk driving, especially over this holiday weekend. Before I get started with my opening remarks, I do want to give a special thanks to Mark Rodriguez for his help today bringing these vehicles out. For those of you that don't know, Mark lost his daughter about 7 years ago to a drunk driver. So this is a very impactful thing for him, and we appreciate him being out here to help us get the word out to our community as well. As you all know, today marks the beginning of the 4th of July weekend. It's a time for all of us to celebrate our great nation's independence. It's also a time when we enjoy time with our friends, families, great food, spectacular fireworks displays, much like the one that we have here in Baytown at Bicentennial Park on July 4th. It's also a time when many of us will consume alcohol, or many folks will consume alcohol while they celebrate. Our hope is for everyone who celebrates this weekend to end the weekend as they started it. Happy, excited, having enjoyed great times with family and friends and creating happy memories. In an effort to ensure this happens, today I'm pleased to announce that the Baytown Police Department will be partnering with Constable Sherman Eagleton and the Precinct 3 Constable's Office, Precinct 3 Judge Dunn Coffey, the Texas Department of Public Safety, Harris County Sheriff's Department, and the Harris County District Attorney's Office in a No Refusal weekend. Collectively, we'll have over 25 officers, deputies, troopers dedicated to BWI enforcement over the next few days. This is in addition to our regular patrols, who will also be keeping an eye out for intoxicated drivers throughout the weekend. During this time, we will be aggressively patrolling the Baytown and East Harris County area, working together to identify and apprehend those who choose to get behind the wheel and drive on our streets while impaired. The safety of our citizens is paramount to us. And as such, we urge everyone to have a plan for getting home safely before you start your celebrations. If you're at a bar or a celebration somewhere and you're starting to plan that out, that's too late. Plan ahead, please. Keep in mind, we have our plan to catch you, so it would be in the best interest of individuals over this weekend to have a plan to ensure that we don't meet. At this time, I'd like to introduce Chief Deputy Rivera from the Precinct 3 Constable's Office to say a few words.
Good morning. The Harris County Constable's Office will be out patrolling this weekend. We want you to enjoy your 4th of July weekend. But we ask you that please, if you're going to consume any alcoholic beverages, not to get behind the wheel of your car and your boat. We've also teamed up with the Texas Department of Wildlife. They're going to be out there with our boats on the water. So we're also going to be patrolling the waters to make sure nobody gets hurt on the waterways. We ask you to please do not drink and drive. Get a designated driver to take you home.
Good afternoon. My name is Mark Rodriguez, and our family are the founders of Crystal Caring Angels, nonprofit DWI education and awareness organization. Thank you for having us out. I'd like to say thank you to our volunteers who left their jobs today to pull our vehicles, because drinking and driving drunk is a big problem. It's no secret that driving drunk is a huge problem here in Texas, but especially here in Harris County. The 2 crash cars that are out here today with us belong to our organization. People have lost their lives in these 2 vehicles because of drunk drivers. Our youngest daughter, Krista Rodriguez, 22 years old, was killed by a drunk driver 7 years and 4 months ago.
Good afternoon. My name is Sean Tier. I'm with the Harris County District Attorney's Office. I want to start by thanking Constable Precinct 3, Baytown Police Department, DPS, and Judge Coffey for having us here and for setting up this No Refusal weekend. The theme for all of us is the same. We have a plan in place to catch you if you drive drunk. You need to have a plan to not get caught. That means in this day and age of Uber, Lyft, cabs, designated drivers, if you are already at the bar or at the pool party or the backyard barbecue and you haven't put a plan in place, it is too late. The temptation is there and it's too great after a few drinks to not get behind the wheel and risk going home. A few dollars you spend on an Uber or a cab is nothing compared to the thousands and thousands of dollars in the license suspension that you're going to face if we do catch you.
I'm Judge Don Coffey, and I'm pleased that these law enforcement agencies are coordinating to make our weekend and our community a safer place. It's my job to sign a search warrant if you refuse to go through the sobriety test. I will be here. I will be here all weekend. I did not draw the short straw. I want to be here. I want to make our streets safer, and like everyone has said, you don't have a place to hide, so please don't drink and drive.
I'm John McNamee with Mothers Against Drunk Driving. We all love to celebrate July 4th with our family and friends, but it is a dangerous time of year on our nation's roadways. MAD supports high-visibility law enforcement to catch drunk drivers and to discourage other drivers from driving drunk. Everyone here today has one goal, and that is no more victims. Drunk driving kills more than 10,000 people each year in our country. Unfortunately, Harris County leads the nation in fatalities.
Días, hoy vamos a estar en este fin de semana del 4 de julio, vamos a estar enforzando la ley de manejando embriagados. Les pedimos que por favor no manejen embriagados porque vamos a estar en fuerza, toda la policía y la oficina del fiscal, adición del estado va a estar con sus botes en el agua, si vas a manejar deben haber designado que vaya a manejar su vehículo y por favor no manejen intoxicados porque hay vidas en riesgo.
Every single crash is 100% preventable. So if your 4th of July plans include alcohol, plan a safe way home.
Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate y'all's remarks and y'all's comments. Just in closing, as y'all have heard, the consequences of drinking and driving are real. Permanent and they're often tragic, just like you heard from Mr. Rodriguez. The consequences don't just impact the person that's arrested. It doesn't just impact the families of the ones that lose loved ones. It affects a lot of people. Again, as has been stated, DWI can cost you a lot of things, the least of which is a lot of money. It can cost you your job. It can cost you your freedom. But it can also cost somebody else's life. Anybody watching this press conference or listening to it, please heed the warning. Normally in police work, we try to have as many arrests as we possibly can, but to be quite frank with you, we'd be absolutely pleased if we went the entire weekend and there was no alcohol-related crashes, no alcohol-related fatalities, and no alcohol-related arrests because people weren't driving intoxicated. That would actually be our real end goal, is to get the word out enough that we could achieve that. But keep in mind, like I said earlier, we're going to have over 20, 25 extra officers on the streets specifically looking for intoxicated drivers. So have a plan, make sure that we don't meet. Thank y'all very much.